Hey guys, part 7, Savoy, taking over the world. Our current... What's going on? We are allied... Oops, we lost our alliance down here. I don't know why. Oh, it's a vassal of Castile, so we are actually still allied with them. So Castile and Burgundy are our allies to neutralize France, which is shares a border with us. If France attacks us and these guys don't help, we lose. But I think we're doing okay in that regard. We have some little like crappy allies along Italy because our long-term goal is to get Italy. It's like to take over all of Italy. So we could maybe diplomatically vassalize or maybe just placate them long enough to get all the little guys and then kill them later. We have some vassals, really rich Lombardia, Milan, which is on its way to annexation. We've got this little tiny Baden, and we've got Switzerland. But Switzerland is being really resistant to vassalization because we used to be at war with them once upon a time, and they are really holding a grudge about it. There's a coalition formed against us that is just Austria. Austria says, if you attack anyone else, I am going to attack you. Right? And Austria is super powerful. You never want to be fighting Austria. So the big problem is I could start a war with France and get these guys to come in and maybe win, right? But then if Austria honors their coalition against me, then we can't fight both of them at once. And that puts Austria and France in a position where they might become long-term friends as well. So what I'm thinking is that I'll make an alliance of Bohemia and Poland is allied with Lithuania, so they might bring them into a war. And then making it Bohemia, Poland, and Lithuania all to take care of Austria at the same time as we take care of France with Castile and Burgundy. So giant world war. A war that engulfs the world. Okay, so that's the current strategy. We're running our diplomats like mad. We've got 4 of them because we are currently the papal controller with 3 controlled cardinals. So every time a pope gets voted for, they vote for me, bro. Me, that's who. Burgundy got this guy. It's very sad. Very sad, you guys. They're the only people that influence that cardinal at all. We're currently competing with Poland for the next cardinal. And we have almost max manpower and almost max administrative power. So we're going to unpause it. Ooh. France and Austria are in the coalition against us. That's not good. So if this gets too high, we have to pause it and go. Okay, right there. So it's completely maxed out. Now it is time to invest in field rotation. And you can see... we've got that 10% neighbor bonus. Just like a year ago, we only had 5% neighbor bonus. So by waiting that extra time, we pay 10% less for this technology. And if we want to rush the second technology, we only have 5% neighbor bonus. But we could do it. We could rush 2 technologies at once. So by getting the techs late, you are behind in tech consistently throughout the game. But you're ahead in monarch power, which means anytime you need the tech in order to be better than someone at something, you can just rush the techs. Just go double and you'll be ahead of them or caught up or whatever. The next tech is 10% morale of armies if we switch government types, but I don't really like the idea of being a republic because then we can't royal marry people and then we don't have cool... Like our king is currently so awesome. Our king is terrible but he's old. He's 44 years old. He's not that old. Man, we're going to have this 320 king for a long time. But our next king is 414 and that's great. That's grandiose, bro. Grandiose. Anyway, so we took this new tech, and it gave us the ability to pee on something or something. Next one gives us a new idea, but we don't need a new idea because we're not getting any military power because our king sucks at military power, and we're already spending our diplo power on tech, and we never want to use our administrative power on a tech until after we've unlocked a third idea. You don't want your second idea to be administrative power because... administrative power is what you use to unlock the third idea. So it's just silly. You'd be delaying everything. All right, so we got all these troops. I need to fight a war with them. We're almost maxed on manpower. If we let our manpower max out and then just stay max, that's a waste. But then again, we can't fight because of the coalition against us. Let's bring up the coalition map. Coalition. Look at that coalition against us. The 2 most powerful neighbors. Anyway, so we're trying to get these guys to be our friends. Royal marriage, specifically. Hostile attitude? What's with the hostile attitude, bro? All right, this guy will royal marry. So next Diplo, I'm royal marrying Poland. Polandia. Von Poland. Take that, von Habsburg. Castile, a new legal heir with a strong claim appears. What? Marriage policies pay off. Sire, sire, the herald doesn't even attempt to hide his excitement. Great news, a son of our family is next in line to a foreign throne. We might inherit Castile? Wow. That's cool. We wouldn't be able to win a war to secure our inheritance, but it's interesting. I mean, it's only going to be relevant if we peacefully inherit. If we succession war, we'll lose. Because I don't think you can call allies in a succession war. You have to fight it yourself, and I don't have an army. So we are maxed out manpower. So it's time to fund our army. Get rid of some of that manpower by funding the army. There you go. Bye, manpower. We love you. Ooh, unjustified claims. Once we have 21,000 troops, we will stop funding the army, and we will need more manpower again. That's good enough. We discovered an agent in Piedmont. Genoa has been fabricating claims on us. Like they'll ever have the balls to do anything about it. Genoa. Although Austria and France would help them if they attacked me. Maybe they will have the balls. Lose money. I'm always about losing money. It's all about losing money. This game is like basically designed to tell you that losing money is a good thing. It's a very good thing. All right, let's get some papal control up in here. Oh, Burgundy decided to fight me when I wanted to go against Poland. Burgundy gets more papal influence per month than me. There's no way I can beat them for a cardinal. And they had been investing in some other cardinal, but they switched. Punks. The Holy See, I tell you what. All right, so with my vassals, I have 5, 30, 45. I have 45,000 troops. I think that's enough to kill Provence, but not with the coalition against me. So let's see if the coalition ever gets disbanded. Come on, coalition, get disbanded. Looks like... Is there a coalition against these guys? Is there a coalition against these guys? How come no one else gets a coalition? I don't even have... I have 42 aggressive expansion against Austria. Only 21 against France. Tell you what, all this peace is making me stir crazy. I want to kill someone. Maybe I can intervene in someone else's war. I don't think that coalition applies if I intervene in someone else's war. Revolt risk, production efficiency, yearly prestige. None of them really matter. I'll just take anything. There's only a couple advisors that actually make a difference. The reputation is huge. Relations over time is huge. Discipline and morale are both huge. Manpower recovery is huge. And everything else is crap. Revolt risk can be huge if you have a very large empire, but I don't. And missionary strength can be huge if you need missionaries, but I don't. Integration complete. Yeah, 2 more people joined the coalition against us when we successfully integrated our vassal, because again, the Holy Roman Empire, this thing, everyone in this empire gets mad when you take over somebody in the empire. So they didn't mind so much when I vassalized someone in the empire, because they still get to be an independent diplomatic thing. But when I integrate them into my country, that makes everyone mad. All right, let's do this and this culture bombing. And I think we might have to disband those troops. Bye-bye, troops. Although, I don't know. It's hard enough getting manpower as such a tiny nation. Maybe I could gift these troops to someone? Can you gift troops in this game? No reason not to have military access to all of my allies. I don't know why it doesn't just give you that by default. If you're in an alliance with them, you already are paying for the diplomatic relation. Why not get military access? Alright, Burgundy has to allow military access rather than having to fight so unworthy an opponent. Our troops can now fight for true glory. That's a dicky way to say it. Dickie von Dickington. Okay. Alliance. We need an alliance. We need a royal marriage. Nope. Still being punks. I find that Bohemia has like a historical rivalry with everyone. They just don't like people. There's something about Bohemia. Everyone really feels hostile towards Bohemia all the time. When I played as Bohemia, getting alliances with random people was always so hard. They view us with hostility for no reason whatsoever. I mean, why not? So we can royal marry Poland, and then we can alliance with Poland. Go for Lithuania instead of Bohemia. But if we can't walk through Bohemia, we can't get to Austria. So I'm going to have to go... Yeah, I'm going to have to go for Hungary. Hungary is so crappy. Hungary never gets more than like 20,000 troops, and all of its land is super poor, and it has... Nice. It has like a thing where if you take its cores, if you take its land, you can't core it. So everything about Hungary sucks. And I hate having them as an ally or an enemy. I like to just completely ignore Hungary. But in this case, the only way for Poland to help against Austria is to walk through Hungary or Bohemia, and Bohemia is not having it. So it sounds like Hungary is the man now dog. Man now dog. Alright, so the next annexation will be done soon. We need to start one of these wars, but we got the coalition. Let's see if we can get our allies to come in on this. Neighbor bonus of 10% already. That's the highest I usually tend to get. You can get it up to, I think, 20%, but it's probably not going to make it up that high this time. Military tactics combat with an infantry shock. The next rank gives me infantry fire and artillery fire. Anyway. Alright, Switzerland is going to allow us to fight France and see who will come. Venice won't fight France, but everyone else will. And I believe that everyone in the coalition will join on France's side, but I think that France will still lose. Let's see. Alright, who's France's friend? They're currently fighting England, so now's a great time. I think I'm going to fight France. I'll fund my army for 3 months and then attack France. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to repay a loan. Oops, cancel, repay a loan. I just took a loan instead of repaying a loan, I think. Nope, maybe I did it right. I need an inflation reduction guy up here. Anyway, whatever. National manpower modifier. Instead of this, I would like a morale of armies guy or a discipline guy. Those are both quite good. I'll take discipline over morale because morale will let you defend longer and discipline will allow you to kill more crap. And I have very little manpower, so anyway. I need to both defend for a long time and kill more crap. Declare war on France. This is it, baby. The big war with France. And the war is over Dauphin, which is what I want. We're going to call everyone. Venice is going to get mad if we call everyone, so we could invite people one at a time. Poland, Burgundy, Castile, Navals. Oh, maybe we should try to get alliances with people before we go in. Hungary, will you take an alliance? I think you will. Almost. Take a royal marriage. I could probably get this royal marriage if I would just switch advisors to a reputation guy. But I don't have one. Well, I do, but he costs way too much. What about Lithuania? They're so close as well. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fully fund my army and then sit here doing nothing with it. Maybe I'll hide my army at the edge of Venice. On the island of Venice, or in Treviso, and then I can unfund it, defund it. And wait for my two more alliances. So Lithuania is going to take my alliance, and Hungary is going to take my alliance. There will be peace in our time. What? They used to be much closer than that. Darn you, Hungary. Alright. Call for a crusade to excommunicate. You know what? I bet I can excommunicate France. I can. I'm doing it. Nice. Royal marriage with Lithuania. Bohemormond. Poland. Hungary. Come on, Hungary. If I give you a gift... Oh, they were very close to royal marriage, which will get me the alliance. That's what I'm saying. If I give you a gift, will you give me... Gifts don't help much with them. Not worth it. They're too rich to care about my gifts. Alright. Come on, royal marriage. You can do it, brothy. Brothy. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Now they will take the alliance. And then it is time. It is time. Awesome. Can we excommunicate Austria while we're in here? While we're excommunicating people... Nope, they have too much influence with the Holy Father. The papal state actually has influence over their own cardinal. That's so weird. Alright, 1, 2, and 2, and 2. I'll just throw my influence between those two guys. I don't want to sprint my influence all at once because it'd tip my hand. Okay. I'm going to keep... that's going to max out during the war. Administrative power. Okay, and now we got a new idea. If I do the defensive idea, the first thing is army tradition per year of 1, which is amazingly awesome, but it's not going to help me in this specific war. The second thing, oh my gosh, you know, like the second thing, bam, you know, like bam. Problem is that it tends not to help as much as just getting the next tech of military, you know, like it's often not a good idea, especially when you have a terrible military leader like I do right now to get a military idea very soon. So maybe one of these. Let's see. No. Looks like no. So none of the diplomatic ideas are any good. I would like prestige decay, mercenary cost. Prestige decay would be good because I tend to have long periods of peace because I'm Savoy, I'm tiny. This would generally be good just because of the plus 100% relations over time thing. Embargo efficiency, national spy defense, may sabotage reputation. I've heard that sabotage reputation is great for getting 2 people to fight. So when you're a small nation, it's fun to use it that way. And I have a bunch of diplomats, so it seems like... And this gives me another diplomat. So using my diplomats to cause people to fight with each other sounds really fun, and I've never done it before. It seems like this is what I want. I've done economic before. It's just plus 10% money and minus 20% build costs. Like, these are amazingly, and permanent inflation reduction and cheaper loans, which isn't that great. Possible advisory isn't that great. Land maintenance modifier minus. So 10% cheaper army and 20% more production income, and then makes inflation less important so that you can get loans for, better loans. So economic idea is theoretically very good, but it's so passive. It's like over a very long time, it's going to add up to something amazing, but you don't want things over a very long time because you're going to win or lose the game in the first 200 years. Who cares how good this is going to be in 1800? Administrative ideas are all about hiring mercenaries to take foreign territory and stuff, and I've tried it before with Venice. I didn't really like it. Anyway, point being, espionage. It's going to be my next idea, I think. Or defense. Espionage or defense. Those are my two choices. And I'm not going to choose yet because, I don't know. I'm not going to invest in either one, so why choose? Probably espionage. Okay. Is Hungary my ally? Hungry Hippos is now officially my ally. And France, I might have to wait a little while before I'm allowed to bring my allies into a war. They want a bunch of money right before a war. Wars cost a lot of money, in case you didn't know. I'm going to be probably losing $2 a month every month until I fight a big battle. Oh, not 2. I'm over supply limit too. Anyway, excommunication, take Dauphin. Done. And who will come? Hungary and Lithuania, no. Papal State and Venice, no. So all that trouble to get Hungary and Lithuania into it, and they won't come. What about Austria? Hungary, yes. Poland, no. Lithuania, no. So Poland and Lithuania only want to be allies so that they can have me defend them. That's crap. Anyway. Now that I actually own territory next to Austria, I can fabricate claims and actually attack them. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. I'm just saying it's possible. Send them a warning. Send them an insult. I don't know why I would want to do either of those, but I will just attack them. And call... Poland will come. Poland, Burgundy, Castile, Naples. Burgundy, Castile, Naples. What? Naples won't come? Just said they were going to come. Poland will come. Lithuania says, I'm sorry, I don't have enough manpower, and I'm in debt. Hungary says, I really like France. And Naples doesn't even have anything to say. They're just like, sorry, it's not on the list. It has not made the agenda, sir. I'm quite sure that the government would agree to your terms were it presented to them in a proper way. Unfortunately, it has not made the agenda. Quite sure. So Rome's going to get tied up here. This seems good. Austria is going to crush me. I should just sit in Venetia and wait for Austria's army. Because Castile and Burgundy are going to fight with France a lot and leave me out of it. I don't need to do anything over there. Although I do need to make sure that I'm the one who wins the siege in Dauphin, or else I can't succeed in the war. Or like, in succeeding in the war, it'll go to someone else. Like, that'd be dumb. Yay, Poland. So I'm worried about what's going to happen between Austria and Venice. I might just stay here and wait to fight Austria. But it seems like those 8,000 troops just really want to die. Alright, Ottomans. It's important to me that you know how much I love you. A new cardinal has been elected. You have invested 0 in said cardinal. Cardinal. I've completely lost control of the Holy See. England is now the Curia controller. I lose one of my diplomats. It's very sad. I was Curia controller for a long time, so I'm happy. I should really not be running a war at 5x speed. I think we go to Lombardia and sit there and wait until we know where all the armies are, because without spies we don't really know what's going on, and I don't want to suddenly die for no reason. Okay, Austria's got 30,000 troops there. France has got 50,000 troops down there. Burgundy has got 50,000 troops that they're not committing yet. Aragon and Castile have 50,000 troops down there. So I think the key here is to go sit in Venetia. Don't fight there, Burgundy. If I add my troops, that'll be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 troops for us. All in the middle of Austria. But why choose that one not so defensible position to fight over? And why isn't Venice coming to our aid? Tyrol is crazy rich. There's a gold mine there, and it's making 57,000 per year. When you compare that to like 8, 17, 20, 8, 9, 12, 3, 11, 8, 6, 6. So 57 is ridiculous. If I could take Tyrol, then I think Austria would be very, very upset about that. I want these Venetian troops to be near me. That's what I want. But I don't want these 32,000 troops to just die. So I'm going to get close enough to help if I need to. But my intent is not to help. Alright, Palatinate can come on through. Looks like Switzerland's trying to run away. These guys are trying to arrive on the 9th. That's 6 days. If I come to the aid, I will arrive on the 12th. These guys are going to be gone on the 6th. So Burgundy is going to fight without Switzerland. I don't even know if I want to be part of this now. It's 60,000 troops plus probably 50 more against even these 3 armies together. 40, 55. We can't win without the Swiss and Burgundian troops right there. Where are you going, you guys? This is a mountain, but not a mountain with rivers. They're going to arrive tomorrow. Okay, they have now arrived. Everyone back in. Boom. Come on, baby. You can do it. Alright, because it's a mountain, only a tiny number of troops are actually going to fight at a time. So it all sort of comes down to what's it called? The morale. There's not going to be many horses used. There's not going to be any cannons used at all. Yeah. Jesus. 73,000. But numbers don't matter, right? There's no way all of the troops on either side is going to die by the end of this fight. It's going to be all about morale. Unfortunately, we're losing the morale battle already. We have the defender's advantage, but their general is 3-3, and our general is 1-3. We have better morale to start with, but the Burgundian troops got pulled into this fight before they'd regenerated their morale. Like, they didn't know I was going to declare war, even though I knew way ahead of time. You should be able to warn your allies that you're about to declare war so they can fund their armies, because they suddenly got attacked with an unfunded army, and that's going to cost us a ton of troops and some morale, and maybe the war. If Venice had come, we would be fine. Anyway, we've still got 15,000 more troops coming here, but then they've got all these troops there. I think the war's over, guys. That was a quick one. We're losing fewer troops during one phase and more during the other. There's not really any troops dying on either side. It's more like attrition is playing more of a role here than actual combat, because we're fighting in the mountains. But morale, we're going to lose the morale battle. Is there anything I can do to stop this inevitable defeat? Oh, there's 33,000 troops coming here. Maybe that'll help some. Okay. We'll finish this in the next part. That's what I'm saying. Wars last a long time. We can't just do a whole